snack has played a huge part in my training camp. The protein, the ZMA, everything, the pre-workout, it's played such a major part in my training camp, keeping me healthy, keeping me recovered, keeping me feeling good, strong, and ready for my next workout.
Boxing, two-time undefeated super middleweight champion. David Benavidez will take on Ronald Ellis. Main event. I know he's excited. He's on weight, as if everyone saw on Instagram. Weighed in at 168 minutes before the fight. How are you feeling, David?
Feeling great. I've had a tremendous training camp. We're in Big Bear for 3 months, and I feel like this is the best training camp I've ever been in, I've ever had. And, this is uncharted territory for me too. I've never been in a fight where I come in, on weight 4 days before. So I'm expecting to feel, probably the best I've ever felt in my career. I didn't overlook Ronald Ellis. I know he's not really a big name like I wanted to get, but I give him the respect of being a professional boxer that I have to get ready for anybody in this sport. So I prepared for him like if he was a world champion. So I'm expecting to look exceptionally well on Saturday.
Yeah, and in doing many rounds of interviews together, David, you spoke highly of your first experience up in not first experience, but first full training camp up in Big Bear on the mountain. What's different about it? What was different about the preparation? Was it more road work, more sparring, or what was so transformational about it?
This wasn't my first training camp in Big Bear. Every time I go to Big Bear, it's always one of the best training camps I've had, just because what goes into there. It's so secluded up there. There's only basically the grocery store, the gym, and where we run at. And I think there was just more at stake at this point, because the last time I didn't make weight. So I had something to prove to myself and to my fans. And also what was a big key to this training camp too is I just had my son too. So having him around and, just being a father now, it just made me 10 times more motivated than I already was. So, I mean, it's just I'm not only fighting for myself no more, I'm fighting for my family, for my team, for my people, everybody who follows me and everybody who supports me.
Well, that's a great jumping off point there. Thank you, David. So we'll get to the questions. We have many of them. We'll first jump to Jay Sewell. You can. The floor is yours.
Hey, how you doing, David?
What's up, brother?
Man, great to see you back. David, I just want to ask you a quick question. I was taken back by some things that Canelo and both Charlo said. I just want to give you a chance to respond to those questions. You had Charlo saying that for him to fight, for you to fight him, you had to get vaccinated. And then Canelo said he didn't feel comfortable right now fighting other Mexican fighters. So I just wanted to ask your response to those comments made by both Charlo and Canelo.
I can't really say too much about what they have to say. What I have to do is just stay ready and be ready for anybody. If I'm willing to fight anybody and they're not, they're putting restrictions on people that they don't want to fight, man, if I'm not the best super middleweight, I'm the number one contender in super middleweight right now. So the people, they're going to start demanding for these fights and to start calling for these fights. So if I'm ready to fight these dudes and I'm 24 years old and these dudes are 29, 30 years old, what does that say about them? If I say that, they don't want to fight me, then people say that, oh yeah, David Benavidez is just saying everybody's scared of him, which is that's not true. I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I could beat Canelo tomorrow and I could beat Charlo tomorrow too. I'm ready for whoever. If they're not ready, man, that's something that's going on their side. But as speaking on my end, everything's good on my end and I'm ready to fight them whenever.
Okay. Thank you, David. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Jay. All right, we'll go to Gail Kilmartin next.
Hi, David.
Hello.
First of all, congrats on the birth of your baby boy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Your opponent, Ronald Ellis, what assets do you feel that he could have that could be a challenge for you?
The only challenge I probably see in Ronald Ellis is that he moves a lot. He's more of a boxer. But honestly, I'm prepared for anything. I prepared for boxers. I prepared for brawlers. I've been sparring 15-round sparring sessions with 3 different types of styles in sparring. So any style that presents itself, I'm gonna be comfortable with. I don't really see too much in him. I don't see that he's fast. I don't see that he's strong. and he's coming up. I think he's coming up from 160. So, I mean, he's never been in there with somebody, you know, at the level of fighter I am. You know, 23-0 with 20 knockouts, two-time world champion. So I feel like I'm gonna be too much for him. But you know, hopefully I'm not. Hopefully he gives a great fight. You know, because I want a great fight. I don't want an easy fight. You know, I'm tired of having easy fights. I want great fights, and I want, you know, to give the fans what they want to see, and that's what they want to see, a great fight, and hopefully that's what it is.
Okay. And I know you'll be focused on your fight with Ellis just now. But just following up on what one of the other guys asked, is there a possibility of a showdown with you and Charlo if he can come up to 168, possibly this year?
Yeah, so that's the fight that I want to get made happen in September. Charlo has a lot to say about me. You know, I have a lot to say about him. But at the end of the day, we're both men. We're both probably one of the best, you know, fighters in PBC and Showtime. So why not make it happen? I think it makes sense for both on my end and on Charlo's end. He doesn't really have anybody else to fight at 160. So I feel like that's a fight that should be fairly easy to make. So hopefully we could get it made in September.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck at the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Gail. And we'll jump to Jeremy Hergis of Fansided.
Hi, David. It's nice talking to you again. Kind of talking about that, I know talking about Ronald in this fight and some of the possibilities going forward, is there a sense of frustration that you're not getting some of those bigger names that you're mentioning?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, but I feel like everything is working out on my end because I got time on my side. You know, I just turned 24 years old. So, I mean, I think the time is running out for these other fighters. I'm the youngest, you know, ex-champion in this game in super middleweight division. So, I mean, the time is on my side. I have at least 12 years left in this game in the professional. So, I mean, if they take a fight with me now, later, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to just be ready for whenever the opportunity comes. I feel like, you know, they could avoid me for so long, but they can't avoid me forever because, like I said, these fights are in demand. I feel like a lot of people want to see me fight because the fighting style I bring. You know, I'm a pressure fighter. I give great fights. I love giving knockouts. I love giving stoppages. So, I mean, my fight with anybody will ring bells. You know, and that's a fight that's in demand. So, I mean, I feel like if they don't fight me, then that's just going to say a lot about them. But, you know, I feel like I'm in a great position either way.
Getting on the scale, showing that you're already 168 days before the fight, was that a matter of, okay, I've done the bubble experience, I know what's not there, I'm going to lose a few extra pounds just in case?
Yeah, exactly. And it worked out good, man. I'm glad I made this decision. But also, too, what I had going for me is I was very disciplined on the diet. It's not that I was starving myself the whole time. I was just eating very good, you know, fish, egg whites, salad, you know, a lot of water. So, I mean, everything, I didn't drain myself at all. Everything, I probably overate in a lot of cases. But I just wanted to get here and lower weight, and that's exactly what we did. And now it's paying off. I've never been this relaxed for a fight. I haven't even trained this whole time since I've been here. So, and I'm still underweight. So, I mean, it feels really good to relax and just worry about the fight and not the weight.
It seems like obviously your nutrition is you've stepped it up to a different game for this fight, and you found something that's working for you. Do you think that might extend your longevity within this division? Yes,
definitely. And I think the key and the sweet spot that I found for myself is in Big Bear, California. So I'm going to definitely be going there every training camp I have. I think where the place it just takes me mentally and physically is just amazing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I feel like I deserve to give my fans 110% of me every time I go in the fight and in training camp too. So that's the decision I made with me, myself, my team, my dad, and that's exactly what we're planning on doing. And yeah, I think it's definitely going to help me be in this weight division for way longer.
Thank you, David, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. We'll go to Hans Themistode next.
Hey, David, how you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. And yourself?
Can't complain, brother. Can't complain. So yeah, I remember I seen on an earlier interview that you were saying that this is the title eliminator, and it still is, and Darrell was also on the title eliminator. Did you kind of get any clarity, because it's kind of confusing, because you know the winners were supposed to meet up, but he didn't. Well, it was a draw, so do you kind of know what kind of happens now?
So I mean, that's the question I had to ask my promoters and everybody too, because I really don't know. I already thought I was on a and if everything goes well on Saturday, I thought I was already going to meet up against Darrell for a rematch, which I had no problem of. People thought it was a good fight, so I'm more than willing to give them the rematch. But since both of them they got a draw on that fight, I really don't know what's going to happen. But, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm ready for whoever. If they want me to fight one of them, Davis or Darrell, it doesn't matter. I'm just, like I said, I lost the title on from the scale, and I can't complain. Whoever they want me to fight, whoever they put in front of me, that's who I'm going to beat. It doesn't matter. I have no problem fighting anybody.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.